Hey there, boys and girls. Today we'll be doing Scorn of the Demon Wall with Lulu. We need to use no items, use black magic, beat it within 20 turns. We'll be taking Growlix with us this time. The idea behind this video is not necessarily a guide on how to kill a wall. It's more like, let's see what kind of damage Lulu can do on a semi-difficult trial. I like Demon Wall a lot because it's got a lot of dispels, it's got a lot of fixed attacks, it's got a lot of elemental damage. There's a lot of things you have to account for, and it really, I feel like, exposes the weaknesses of certain damage units and whatnot, or exemplifies like what you have to do to make a damage unit work in a clear. That's what we're going to be kind of going over today. Galoof is going to be our passive provoke, full evade, death immune tank for this one. He's going to be giving us mitigation on turn 1. He's going to be primarily our dispeller. Cecil is going to be our magic tank for this one. I really like Cecil because in Dark Stance he can give us the Earth Resist buff and he can give us 180% magic buff. That's important because Lulu can't buff her own magic. It's one of her downfalls, I think. Since we're taking Lulu, we're going to be taking Lock. A lot of the spells goes off on this fight, so we have to have a way to water imperil. Lock is very good at that. We'll probably also be doing the fight under his 65% breaks most of the time. We're going to be taking Myra as our healer. I put the dual cast on her. She's on Diablo, so she can do the gravity. We might end up skipping maybe 1 or 2 gravities, depending on how the damage goes in this fight. But Myra is really good because she's got the buffs and the heals and all that region, all the good stuff. This is my Lulu, high magic, fair amount of hit points and defense. I don't think Lulu will be in much danger of dying in this one. She might get low, but I don't think she should die in this. A lot of stone killer on Golem, obviously. All these units have like a fair amount of earth resist as well. Growlix is geared up really well. He's got plenty of hit points, plenty of defense. Should be just fine. Let's give it a go. I'll still go over the mechanics of this. Like if this is the first time that you've watched the Demon Wall clear, you know, maybe you'll get a pretty good idea of what to do in this fight after watching this. But like I said, overall, this is a damage check for Lulu, in my opinion. So on the preemptive, he does the defense and spirit buff. We're not really going to worry about that on turn 1. We're just going to go ahead and get our general mitigation. With Cecil, we're going to do a defense and spirit buff just to make surviving a little bit easier. And then we're going to go into the dark. We're going to jump down here and get Lock's Break. We're going to get Myra to do intro and hit single. Or album cover, I'm sorry. For the stat resistances. Stat break immunity. Then we'll power up Lulu with her cooldown. Go ahead and send all that off. It's a pretty strong opener for this fight. We'll take some damage right here. We've got 40% mitigation, not 50%. We don't have any earth resist yet, but turn 1's pretty manageable for this team. And then you're going to notice he buffs his attack and magic. Whenever he does that, you need to hit him with gravity. That's going to seal him to slow his advancement towards you. We're going to jump down here with Galoof and use neutralizing blade. And then we'll do obstruction throw and submersion dagger. Let's go ahead and buff. I think we'll be fine with at least 40% mitigation. Let's do earth resist, a magic buff, and a cover. We're going to get Myra, since like I said the boss used his attack and magic buff. We got to hit it with gravity, and then we'll heal. And then we'll go ahead and get Lulu started off. Triple cast. Flood and 2 Raging Waters. Another good thing about this team is they will hit the boss first. That'll kind of keep Lulu from getting countered. Let all these shenanigans go off. Chain Lulu. One problem that we might run into kind of in the middle part of this clear is Galoof's Limit Burst. I couldn't put much High Tide gear on him because of the fact, you know, he has to have death immunity and full evade, and I didn't want to use any STMRs to get that done. So we might have to entrust some Limit Burst over with Myra. Alright, let's go ahead and use Cecil's Limit Burst for the good mitigation. I'm just going to auto with Galoof and Lock to get the counters to go to them. Then we'll do an intro and a hit single. Reload Lulu. Drain them off. %70 is our first threshold. We'll probably get that in a turn or two. Now that we got our earth resist buff up, that rock slide's really not that bad on us. Alright. Let's go ahead and dispel that this turn. That way we don't have to deal with it next turn. We'll get Lock to re-break. Another thing about Lock is he does take quite a bit of MP. That's why I put the Face Sworn ring on him. Kind of help out with that. Let's do an interlude and another album cover to keep that stat break immunity up. Let's go to defend Cecil here. Try to preserve as much of his MP as we can. And we'll definitely push the 70% next threshold. Alright, let's go ahead and auto. We'll get Cecil to throw up his buffs again. Magic and cover. Refresh Lulu. Chain these off. Pretty good damage right there. Lulu ramps up a little bit, so like she does more damage, like, you know, later on in her chain. Just go ahead and do a hit single. So the boss is going to hit us with some pretty nasty stuff, and he's going to dispel us at the end of this turn. The hard part right here is the fact that, you know, we're going to go pretty much from 70 to 50 really fast. That's what I was saying about Glue's Limit Burst. It is kind of problematic. Now, this is what I was saying earlier. The boss buffed his attack and magic right here. I can't really afford to dispel it this turn. So we'll go ahead and drop Lock's Limit Burst to get a little bit stronger of a break up. Go ahead and rebuff with Cecil. We'll send Lulu off. We're going to get outro and an album cover. We're a little on the weak side right here. We only got like 8,000 hit points. Hopefully we'll be fine. And that's why I was saying, like, look right here, we're at 50%. You know, when we hit him the next turn, we're going to push the threshold. So we kind of have to be mindful of Glue's limit burst gauge right here. Let's go ahead and remove that attack buff. Get Locked to do Obstruction Throw and Submersion Dagger. I'm just going to defend Cecil. Get Myra to do Intro. And I need to do it for you. Actually, let's do Hit Single, because I want to make sure that my hit points are topped off right here. And then we'll do a for you over to Glue. Reload Lulu. Alright, let's defend Cecil here, since he's a little on the weak side. We're going to take a Dispel at the end of this turn. This is basically a rebuff turn for us, so I'm not really worried about that defense and spirit buff the boss has right now. Let's go ahead and summon an Esper, top this off. We got good breaks on the boss. We'll use Glue's Limit Burst for mitigation. Let's do resist buff, magic buff, and cover. Then we'll get Myra to jump down here and give us an intro and an album cover since we got dispelled. And I think we got a rebuff with Lulu on this turn, so we'll pop her cooldowns. Next threshold's 30%. Probably will take us 2 turns to get there. Demon Wall has started moving. It's a very painful turn right there. That's why it's important to get that 50% mitigation from Lulu. I tried it earlier just using his cooldown, the 40% mitigation, but it just, I wasn't comfortable with that, so, you know, we went for a little bit more. Go ahead and spell that buff off. We'll get locked to re-break. Come down here and get dual cast. Use gravity and a heal. Ready to start doing damage with Lulu again. Let Locke get done with his shenanigans. That's close. Let's defend the Cecil right here. Probably gonna have to entrust Galoof one more time. I think we'll go ahead and use Locke's Limit Burst. Let's get Myra to jump down here and do intro and a hit single. Hopefully Galoof gets some crystals right here. Yeah, he's close. Let's see, what can we do with him? Let's hit the boss a little bit, see if we can generate some more crystals. If not, it'll be okay. Let's get Cecil to do, well, let's just defend with Cecil. I probably should have entrusted Galoof just to be on the safe side. I felt like since he was so close to getting his limit burst right there, we'd be alright. There's the dispel. Yeah, Cecil got him a crystal. Attaboy, Cecil. Alright, let's go ahead and fire his limit burst off. Let's rebuff with Cecil. Resist, magic, and cover. Reload Lulu. Let's see here with Myra. Do an interlude and an album cover. If this doesn't, yeah, interlude's good. I guess we'll just limit burst with Locke. Try to get some good breaks up. I mean, he's going to start attacking a little bit more aggressively since he's getting lower. 10% is our next threshold. I would have rather not pushed that right there, but it's okay. The reason being is, you know, now we're in big time pickle with Galoof's limit burst situation. That's kind of like, I didn't want to say it at the beginning of the video because it's kind of macro managing, but I put Lakshmi on lock for this reason right here because this has happened to me before. And since he's got his defense and spirit buff up, I don't think we can get a kill right here. I've got to entrust the limit burst bar over to Galoof, and I have to get a stat break immunity. So we'll go ahead and heal up with Lakshmi. And we'll do stat break immunity and a 4U over to Galoof. That's going to get his limit burst, and then Cecil is going to do his buffs again. Go ahead and send this off. Oh damn, we almost killed him. That was close. Demon Wall started moving. The crash down is the death attack, but you know, since we're still under the turn limit, that's not going to kill us off. Almost got it in 13 or 12 turns. It was really, really close. let's see, the missions was no items, use black magic, which we did a bunch, and beat him within 20 turns, so we got all that done. Let's go ahead and dispel this dude. Let's get him deader than dead. Damn demon wall. Let's heal up with Myra. I really want to make this thing regret the day that it ever met us. There we go, full hit points. Not too bad. You know, my takeaways from this is Lulu's damage is really good, but she takes a lot of babysitting to get there. I mean, we basically brought 120% in peril, that we kept up the majority of the fight to help her damage out. Cecil was in dark stance the whole time, which helped us out because he was giving us the oath resist buff, so it really wasn't that punishing, but it was the best way that I could get Lulu magic buff, and it was only 180%. Myra was busy doing Myra things pretty much the whole time. But, you know, overall her damage is good. I don't think Lulu has much of a future. Vines has got some water immunity that we're not going to be able to get through unless they do a surprise trial. Or another reason that I think like maybe somebody should enhance Lulu, maybe you're behind on a few trials. You know, you haven't been keeping up. You got Lulu and you like Final Fantasy X, you know, enhance her up and use her. It's all good. I mean, it's... that's the reason I enhanced her. I like doing clears like this just to see, you know, hey, what can I do with this character? So, but anyways, hope you guys liked the video. Have a good rest of the week. Toodaloo.